New details at 5. A black bear spotted in a very busy section of the city over the weekend. You can see the animal just walking through the parking lot here. This is near the Texas Roadhouse. That's at Colonial and 6 Mile Cypress Parkway in Fort Myers. Now that area is filled with giant shopping centers on both sides of the road, and it's filled with people during the day. Wink News reporter Bianca Smith tells us more about this story.
Bo Scott was about to hop into his mom's car late Saturday night after a shift at Texas Roadhouse. Then he noticed something in the bushes.
And I was like, what's that? And it came out and I realized it was a bear. I was like, that's a bear.
Y'all get back.
The bear, according to Scott, was the size of this trash can.
I was surprised because I've never seen a bear ever in my entire life, and that was the first sighting I ever saw one. Dude, that's a bear.
In the 15 years he's lived in Fort Myers, he's never heard of a bear sighting here at Colonial Square Town Center off 6 Mile Cypress Parkway.
I was never expecting to see a bear. I was actually shocked when I saw it. I was just like, that's a bear.
Now, this isn't the first time that we've seen a bear out in a public area. So how do you keep track? FWC made this public interactive bear website where you can see all the places people have called about seeing bears.
I spoke with Christina Anya, an assistant professor at Florida Gulf Coast University, who says it's hard to say why we're seeing more bears now.
Just because the people saw bears in the past, it doesn't mean they were reporting them, right? But with the recent incident down south, I'm sure it's making people probably a little more hypervigilant.
Bears are more active during spring and summertime. Anya says there's not just one thing that's driving the bears out in the open. However, the drought makes it prime time for them to roam.
With less rain during a drought, bears may have to travel further to be able to find food and good habitat. And the drought can have an effect on their natural food sources.
With the bear's keen nose, it followed the scent right to a plaza that was unbearably tempting, with a steakhouse. Reporting in Fort Myers, Bianca Smith, Wink News.
Now, if you ever do come into contact with a bear, Anaya says that you should use a tactic to scare the bear by making a lot of noise to make them uncomfortable.
Should be easy for me. I'd just be screaming anyway.
You probably would. You know what, those yeast rolls at the Texas Roadhouse are pretty tempting. I think I'd come out of the woods for them, too.
No wonder he was there.
Maybe,
He wanted some of those.
Maybe.